together in 1998 in New South Wales. And every year, that event could only accommodate 200 people, but on that night, 500 people turned up. Year by year, the event grew, and the people of New South Wales really were enthralled by the event. We had such a huge turnout that we had to go to the Sydney Olympic Park, and eventually that became a problem for us because they have a lot of sporting games at that time, and the venue wasn't indoor enough. So now we moved to the Rosehill Gardens, and I can tell you on Friday night, the city of Parramatta was shining bright because we had over 30,000 people that attended that event. The most beautiful thing about this event that it's touched the heart of people not only in Sydney or New South Wales, it has touched the heart of people across Australia. Because we received emails from the people of Victoria 3 years ago that why don't you bring this event to Melbourne? We said, well, we would love to bring the event of Melbourne, but would you support us? Would you come and participate? Would the business community would support us as well? Would you be participating? And I'm so pleased to know that once we announced and after receiving these emails, we got so much community support. And I think the first community or first council that was there to support us was the city of Dandenong. So can you please give a huge round of applause to the city of Dandenong, because the city of Dandenong has the honour of having the Mayor of Dandenong present here. Can you please give him a huge round of applause for him? And I know it's a Sunday and I know that everyone has a busy schedule, but he's made his way here. So Sean O'Reilly, to please give him a huge round of applause and welcome him. And he's quite lucky to be the mayor of such a great city of Dandenong. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for the kind words indeed. Very humbling praise. But firstly, I acknowledge the traditional owners of this land and pay my respects to their elders, both past and present. I also acknowledge the leadership of the Raat Eid Festival, Mr Hanan, the chief organiser, other representatives that I've been speaking to today when I've been going around to have a look, and also acknowledge Hong Lim, the Parliamentary Secretary, assisting the Minister for Multicultural Affairs, who is here with us today. Well, what I can say as Mayor is thank you for holding this event in the city of Greater Dandenong. We are proudly the most multicultural municipality in Victoria, the second most multicultural municipality in Australia, and what we do as a community is share amongst each other our cultural background, beliefs, knowledge, skills, music, cuisine that makes us all richer as people. And as I say, the more similar we are, the easier it is to relate, but the more different we are, the more we have to relate about. And there's certainly many things that we can relate, talk about and share. To see so many people here today enjoying what is on offer, the musical and cultural performances, as I've said as Mayor, I am very proud to be here and thank you.
I would like to say a few things about Raat Eid Festival. And I was thinking about when I was outside today, I met one fellow gentleman, and he was from South Africa. And he asked me what this is all about, what this Raat means, and why it's so different. Why did you come from Sydney to Melbourne and you went to Perth and you're advertising all? And we already had Eid Festival here. So why did you come here and having an Eid Festival while we have a couple of Eid Festival going on? And the question was very legitimate, very logical, that why do we need to have an Eid Festival here when there are some other Eid festivals are being held here in different parts of Melbourne. So the answer quickly came in my mind, and that was this. I said, look, if someone asked me what is multicultural in Australia, And my answer would be, come and visit, attend Chand Raat Eid Festival. And this is what different about other Eid festival to the Chand Raat Eid Festival, the way this event has grown up. This event made by the people from Islamic and non-Islamic communities. This event is not only limited to the members of the Islamic communities. This event has been supported, sponsored. We have exhibitors from not only from Islamic community but also from the non-Islamic community. We have performers, we have actors, we have stage performers, all from different communities, Australians all. And the aim of organizing this event is to create harmony, friendship, understanding through the cultural activities as a part of celebrations, and inviting everyone, from the different communities, from Islamic and non-Islamic community. And I would say very proudly that in the last 17th year, this event has brought the both section of different communities together. It's a cultural event, and it's although it's the ending of Ramadan and Eid celebration, when it comes to the celebration part of any community event, it's all celebrations, enjoy, happiness, fun, and this is what we are doing here as well. We are trying our hard to attract, invite more and more different communities, different ethnic communities into this festival, so that still it should not look like dominated by one people from the subcontinent, or still you find there is a majority of the people who attend this event belong to for a couple of different communities. But we are trying. For example, I give you an example. On Saturday night, we have cultural performances from 13 different nationalities. We have Chinese performances, we have Korean performances, we have Turkish, Lebanese, Indonesian. In Perth, we have performances by a Greek group. We have an Italian piano player, and then we have a Turkish. And similarly, in Chand Raat on last Thursday, we had also some other different performers. And the way it's going, people contact us and call us and say, can we perform us? I was amazed when one gentleman called us this year, and he said, I'm the snake a performer or something. I didn't understand what he was talking about. He said, I actually show present the show for the snake and reptiles and all those things. So do you want me to perform in your show, in your event? And I said, I don't know. You have a snake performance in our show. I don't know, people scared, or it's totally a new idea, new thing for me. And he said, because I do. And I asked him, he's here somewhere. And he said, I look at your website, I heard about this event. It's an open event, I would like to perform. And he sent me some images, and it's wonderful. And his background is from Japan. Back in 2004 or 5, and now they are still sponsored. Jadoo TV is here. They are sponsoring us from last many years and for all the events. And I don't think this event whole in different cities would be possible if these people won't support us, especially Jadoo TV. They are doing the coverage and promotion as well. Then we have a new people as well who are coming again on this. We have Ria, money transfer and all. So I would like to thanks all the sponsors. I won't go for each one naming now. MC will do that part. But I'm grateful to all our sponsors, all the exhibitors, and particularly top of that, I'm grateful to the mayor who was here, honorable guest here, and also all of you, the people of city of Dandenong, And I know the people, not city of Dandenong, in here today, people came from different part of the Victoria. Thank you again. Enjoy tonight. This is the last event of this Eid Festival Carnival, and I hope you will enjoy it. This facility is new for us. We have learned a lot today in regards to the housekeeping issues and sound issues and all. So we always try our best. We used to be in Sandown, we could not get because of their other activities. And inshallah, this facility, we understand now, next year you will find a bigger. And this is the tradition of Chandra. Every year the event is bigger and bigger.
Thank you, Mr. Saeed Atiq Al-Hassan. I'd just like to remind our director has been flying from Perth and then to Melbourne and to Sydney in the past 4 days, and I myself have arrived to Melbourne from Sydney just last night, so it's just been a very hectic schedule for all of us. But what I can say is what inspires me the most is to see how much people admire and love this event so much. We have some people here that travelled from far distances and even came from Sydney to attend the final event of tonight's, and some of our exhibitors as well. They have come all the way from Sydney, especially our proud sponsors, to be with us. The next guest I'd like you to invite Mr. Hong Lim, Member Parliament. He's the Parliamentary Secretary representing the Premier. I'd just like to mention here, I'm very fortunate that Mr. Hong Lim has come today because I remember I just called his office in the morning and someone in his office said that Mr. Hong Lim hasn't slept the whole night. He has a lot of work to do and then after that he had to go to the CBD. So he's a very busy man and I was actually wondering whether he would be able to come today. And I said, does he remember that he needs to be at the Chandra Eid Festival? And he said he never forgets. So, and I'm so honoured and so humbled that he took the time out, so thank you very much. And I'm sure the people, can you please give him a huge round of applause and welcome to our event. Thank you.
Kind introduction. I'm very, very pleased to be here with you all today, particularly on this festival. This is a very, very important festival and it celebrates Ramadan and now the ending of this fasting season. I know it's very, very important to all of you and it means a lot. But to bring it out and sharing it, and this is your 14th year and particularly 4th year here in the most livable city in the world and in the city of Dandenong with the mayor and all that. I'm very, very honored to be representing the Premier and also the Minister for Multicultural Affairs who sent their apology. And I haven't got much more to say. The chair mentioned earlier about making speeches about you enjoying the best of what the festival had to offer. So have a great day, celebrate it and enjoy it. Thanks very much for sharing this with the wider community and I congratulate all. I congratulate particularly the sponsor because I know that something like this cannot be possible, like the chair mentioned, without the sponsor, but particularly the volunteer, all the hard working. I know there's a lot of sweat and tears. I'm from a community based myself, so I know how hard it is to put something like that. And I know this will go bigger and bigger. So congratulations, more proud and more proud for making it so possible. Thanks very much.